Welcome back to our Cross-Disciplinary Thinking series. Today, we'll be exploring a tool that can help us navigate the complexities of our world: algorithmic thinking. Don't be intimidated by the term. Although it may sound technical, it plays a crucial role in philosophy, business decision-making, and even in the analysis of political strategies. Algorithmic thinking enables us to find the optimal path through uncertainty and chaos. Today we'll take a closer look at how this kind of thinking helps us make smarter decisions across fields like philosophy, business, and politics. In philosophy, logic and reasoning have always been fundamental, particularly inductive and deductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning draws general conclusions from specific observations, while deductive reasoning uses general principles to make specific predictions. Algorithmic thinking is closely related to both, as it allows us to solve problems systematically. Take, for instance, Immanuel Kant's moral philosophy. His idea of the categorical imperative is essentially a set of logical rules that help individuals make rational decisions in the face of complex moral dilemmas. Kant's philosophy can be described in algorithmic terms: input, moral dilemma; processing, moral principles; and output, moral action. This mirrors the structure of an algorithm, which also follows a set of rules to process information and solve problems. By applying algorithmic thinking, we can understand how to navigate complex moral or philosophical problems with clarity. This approach can guide us through everything from ethical dilemmas to epistemological questions, making the abstract tangible through structured reasoning. In the business world, algorithmic thinking has become embedded in decision-making processes, especially when dealing with uncertainty and resource constraints. Whether through big data analysis or day-to-day operational management, algorithms help companies optimize their decisions and mitigate risks. Let's take a real-world example: inventory management. For a company operating a global supply chain, how can it ensure that inventory levels are balanced without causing overstocking, while still meeting demand? This is where dynamic programming and optimization algorithms come into play. Through algorithmic thinking, businesses can predict future demand based on historical data and identify strategies that minimize inventory costs while maximizing service levels. In addition, companies use algorithms for market analysis to predict customer behavior and craft marketing strategies. Amazon's recommendation system, for instance, relies on algorithms to predict future demand based on users' purchasing history and preferences, thereby optimizing sales and advertising strategies. Algorithmic thinking is no longer just a tool for corporate management, but a central part of decision-making processes that allow businesses to remain competitive in a rapidly changing marketplace. When it comes to politics, algorithmic thinking plays a critical role in decision-making under uncertainty. Political strategies often involve complex negotiations and interactions between multiple stakeholders. Algorithms help process information and make predictions about likely outcomes. For example, in elections, political parties and candidates use algorithmic models to analyze voting patterns and adjust their strategies based on trends in public opinion. Game theory, a major tool in political analysis, is another domain where algorithmic thinking is essential. In international relations, countries are often engaged in both competitive and cooperative interactions. Algorithmic thinking helps predict how one country's actions might influence another, guiding the creation of optimal strategies. During the Cold War, for example, the policy of nuclear deterrence between the US and the Soviet Union was based on a calculated strategy of mutually assured destruction. The idea was to use threats as a way to maintain peace, and the decision-making behind these strategies can be understood as an application of algorithmic thinking. In modern policymaking, algorithms are used to simulate the effects of different policy choices. By using computer models, policymakers can predict the potential outcomes of various decisions on the economy, employment, and public services, enabling them to make more informed choices. Though philosophy, business and politics may seem like separate domains, they all face a common challenge: making rational decisions in complex, uncertain environments. This is where algorithmic thinking, as a systematic method of reasoning, becomes a crucial tool. By bridging different disciplines, we can take the logical rigor of philosophy and apply it to business decisions, or use political strategies inspired by game theory in corporate competition. Algorithmic thinking allows us to transcend the boundaries of specific fields, giving us a broader perspective for understanding and solving problems. This cross-disciplinary thinking not only improves our ability to solve complex challenges, but also helps us discover new opportunities and insights in diverse areas of life. To summarize, we've explored how algorithmic thinking can be applied across various fields like philosophy, business, and politics. By applying this way of thinking, we can find logical clarity in complex problems and make more strategic decisions. Whether it's making ethical choices in philosophical reasoning, optimizing decisions in business operations, or formulating strategies in political competition, algorithmic thinking provides a powerful tool for decision-making. Cross-disciplinary thinking isn't just about combining knowledge from different fields. It's about using logical reasoning and systematic thinking to break down barriers and discover new solutions. If you have any thoughts or questions about algorithmic thinking or cross-disciplinary problem-solving, feel free to share them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next episode.